Sometimes it's easy to go through our entire life without questioning it. But our new classmate strives to understand how reality exists at all. Today, I have the opportunity to introduce you to our new classmate, Chris Voichoskie, and that new classmate is me. I know more about myself than anyone else on the planet. Our family-oriented classmate, Chris Voichoskie, often philosophizes and has specific goals. Let's start with my family. I am family-oriented and close with my family. I'm close with my wife. I listen to her when she needs a listening ear, and I help her out with her problems. I'm also close with my two sons. I help them with their homework, and at night, I read to them before bedtime. I take care of my family. I care for their needs both financially and emotionally. I take care of their living environment. I make sure that their home and vehicles are clean and maintained. I spend time with my family. We go to the beach together. When there, we build sandcastles in the sand and also ride the waves together. We also go on vacations together. Sometimes we go to Texas and sometimes we go camping in Hana. Now let's look at what I do. I often philosophize. I philosophize about human psychology. For instance, how do we create our identity? Do we identify more from our human experiences or from our DNA makeup? And I wonder, how would we identify if we woke up in the morning with no memory? I wonder how humanity can be more loving and kind towards one another. Would we be better off perhaps if we stopped judging each other for our differences? And what if we helped and educated and loved and cared for prisoners instead of just simply detaining them? I also philosophize about the source of existence. Who or what apparent reality is existence sourced from? If that source has a reason for manifesting, and why doesn't that source communicate with us? I wonder about who we are. If we are a body and mind with an awareness, or if we are that awareness that is aware of our body and mind. I also dwell on the incredible improbability of our existence. I philosophize about consciousness. I wonder about the source of my thoughts. Where do they come from? When they go through me, where do they go back to? And the apparent boundary between our inner world of thoughts and emotions and our outer world of the physical apparent reality. I speculate on the source of consciousness, what consciousness is, how it began, and how did it figure out how to separate itself into billions of other consciousnesses around the world. Finally, let's see what I would like to do in the future. I have specific goals. I have educational goals such as earning a degree in construction technology here at the college. I plan to learn the best practices for constructing buildings and then using this towards getting my license in architecture. I also plan to learn with building with bamboo. So I plan on going to Bali to learn how they build with bamboo and then bringing that back here to Hawaii to create sustainable structures here at home. I have career goals. One goal is to become a licensed architect. To get that, I need a required minimum 5 years of education. Also, I need another 5 years minimum of working with a licensed architect. I also have the goal of creating a nonprofit restaurant, something I've never heard of anybody doing before. I believe that this would help the basic needs of the hungry people in Maui, especially those that have no money. I also think this would be an essential addition to the community as a whole. I have personal goals. I want to become as healthy as possible. I want to lose body fat and get as fit as possible. I would love to be as energetic as possible from the time I get up in the morning to the time I go to bed at night. And lastly, I want to own my own property. I would love to design and build a beautiful garden on this property, and also my own house on this property. I daily strive to build a future with confidence. I am family oriented. I'm close with my family, including my wife and both of my sons. I help them and take care of their needs. I spend time with them at the beach and on vacations. I often philosophize. I philosophize about human psychology and wonder how we can help one another. I philosophize about the source of existence, and I speculate about consciousness. I have specific goals, including getting a degree in architecture, getting a license in architecture, becoming an architect, and owning my own property. Although it may be easy to take life for granted, I strive to understand how this reality exists. Please feel free to get to know me and ask questions. I am Chris Voichoskie, and I look forward to working with you in this class.